I've got a great idea. Come on, let's get started.
Look around, find your inspiration. Take that step, use your imagination. You don't need to go direct, the road may not lead where you expect, 'cause it's the trip, it's not the destination. Make magic, take the stage, roll the camera, turn the page, take a chance and do the dance. Our story starts with a beat in the heart. Find your own voice, it's what sets you apart. Our story starts with a beat in the heart.
Hi, I'm Tomie DePaola. Want to tell some stories? Come on in. You're just in time. Gabe and I are making peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. They should be ready any time now. Oh, it smells great in here.
Gosh, it smells great in here.
See what I mean?
I think the cookies are done.
Oh, I think you're right, Gabe. Another minute and they would have burned.
Yeah.
Oh,
When
boy.
it comes to peanut butter chocolate chip cookies, I know my
Oh,
stuff.
I know you do, Gabe.
Are they ready?
No, almost. Let me get them off the pan here. Plate. Ah, okay.
Can I try one?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Here you are.
Oh.
One of the reasons I like to cook is that it makes me and other people happy. Stories can do the same thing. They can make people feel happy, sad, angry, silly. The way a story makes us feel is called mood.
I like happy stories.
So do I. But stories that make you feel sad can be very powerful too. You know, there are even stories that can make you sad and happy.
How can a story do that?
Well, let me think of an example.
Sad and happy. I know a story like that, Tommy.
Oh, hello, Stregonona. Please, tell us more.
You know, it started like any other day. We were all busy with our chores, all except Bambalona, who hadn't moved since breakfast. Bambalona, why are you so sad?
The sky is filled with dark clouds, my day is filled with chores, and my heart is filled with sadness.
Oh, we all feel this way sometimes. So that you will feel better, just for today, I will do your chores. And so, I did Bambalona's chores, but instead of making her happier, it seemed to make everything worse.
Stregonona! Why are you carrying laundry? That's Bambalona's job.
Oh, I'm doing her chores so that she'll cheer up.
Huh? What? She doesn't look cheered up to me. And now that I know that I have to do my chores while she rests, I'm sad.
I could see I had a problem, for when Big Anthony stopped working, so did everyone else. The goat stopped to give the milk. The chicken stopped laying the eggs. And even the cow stopped mooing.
Uh-oh.
I must cheer up Bambalona. No one will ever work again. Everyone loves to be entertained or to entertain. So I asked for help in putting on a show for Bambalona. And I discovered that our goat is a very, very good tap dancer. That our cow can do tricks. And that our chicken is a wonderful singer who can even hit the high notes. But still, Bambalona, she stayed sad. Now, I don't usually like using magic to solve problems, but if the cloudy sky made Bambolona sad, then it was time to make those clouds disappear. Clouds that darken, go away. Sun that brightens, come today. Do it now, not in a while, so we can see Bambolona smile. Look, Bambolona, the clouds are gone, the sun is out. It's a beautiful day. I was beginning to think that Bambolona would never cheer up. But then...
Strigonona! I was leaning on my rake and feeling sad and doing nothing.
This I noticed.
When I thought of a way to cheer up Bambolona.
Oh, I don't know, Big Anthony. I have tried everything.
Oh, can I try?
But of course.
It's a poem my mama always said whenever we were feeling low. If you're feeling low and down, if your smile wears a frown, take a break from being you. Do what all the animals do. Moo like a cow, honk like a goose, bray like a donkey, moan like a moose. Moo, honk, hee, haw, ma, moo, honk, hee, haw, ma, moo, honk, hee, haw, ma, moo, honk, hee, haw, ma.
Bambolona is laughing!
Moo, honk, hee, haw, ma, moo, honk,
The way we feel is like catching a cold. When one person is sad, it makes everyone sad. But when one person laughs, it fills all of us with joy. Ciao, Tommy.
Thanks for the happy ending. Ciao, Strigonona. That story started out sad and ended happy.
just like this plate of cookies. It started out full and now it's empty. I think it's time to make things happy again.
How are you going to do that?
Make more cookies?
While we wait for Gabe's cookies, let's see how this scene makes you feel. Every picture tells a story. What story do you see? We all have different moods, and the same is true for the characters in our stories. They can be grumpy, excited, or bored, just like us. When I'm drawing a picture, I find the best place to look for the right mood is right here, on my own face. Look in a mirror and see how many moods you can show with your face. After you ate one of Gabe's peanut butter chocolate chip cookies, you might look like this. If a bat were to fly around the room, you'd probably look like this. And when your friends are outside playing and you have to stay in and clean your room, you might do this. When you know what each mood looks like on your face, it's easier to draw that same look on a character's face. The eyes, eyebrows, and mouth are all important when you're trying to express a mood. Study your face in the mirror, pay attention to what you see. You'll be amazed at what you can come up with. Now, let's meet someone who uses music to create moods. Today's guest storyteller, Natalie McMaster.
Hi, Tommy. I'm Natalie McMaster, and I'm from Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia. And there's a wonderful culture of fiddle music up there. And I play the violin, and the music that I play is sort of Scottish music, but it's an old form of Scottish music. So I like to call it Cape Breton fiddle music. Not all stories have to be told verbally and have to be spoken or read from a storybook. A lot of stories can be told through music. For me, I'm up here expressing to you my feelings and emotions through my fiddle. Since the fiddle is such an expressive instrument, I'm able to play different types of tunes for whatever kind of mood that I'm in. And sometimes when I'm home and I'm just practicing and I'm feeling like really energetic and lively and full of fun, I'd probably play a reel. So if I was feeling more melancholy and wanted to play something sweet and gentle, I would probably play a slow air. So the great thing about playing music is that you can sort of tell a story through the instrument. And especially where I'm playing Cape Breton fiddle music, there's a tradition within the music where you can play not just one tune by itself, but a whole bunch of tunes strung together, so that you'd have maybe 5 or 6 or 7 tunes, one after the other, and they would build in tempo. So if I was going to construct a little miniature medley, I would put together slow air, and then go into something a little faster, maybe like a march. And then go into the fastest type of tune, which is a reel. So by the time I finish my whole medley, I've told a bit of a story to the crowd. Not every story has to be told with words. Today I've told my story with my fiddle, so I'm sure you have a story in you that you can tell as well. And there might be many, many different ways that you can tell that story. Maybe you can find an instrument that you'd like to play to tell your story. So right now, I'm going to tell you a story to say goodbye. Thank you very much. We'll see you again.
Thanks, Natalie. I'm impressed when someone can get so much emotion from a violin and make it look so effortless. I played the violin when I was in the 7th grade, and believe me, it wasn't effortless.
Hey, Tommy,
Oh, what is it, Gabe?
I want to draw a happy picture, but here's all I got so far.
Oh, good start, Gabe.
Nothing is a good start?
Sure. It gives you a chance to do a kind of storytelling that's called pattern drawing.
What do you mean?
Start with a word, like happy. What does happy make you think of?
A bowl of ice cream.
Okay. Okay. Then take the next step and draw a picture of what the ice cream makes you think of.
Eating ice cream. Hey.
Okay. How does eating ice cream make you feel?
Sad.
Sad? Okay. But why are you sad?
Because the ice cream's all gone.
There's your story. One feeling leads to another. And that's how you do a pattern drawing. Want to try another one?
Yeah. Let's start with more ice cream. Lots more ice cream.
Well, what flavor? Pistachio?
Oh, that-
Hazelnut?
Sure.
Maple? Expert timing again, Gabe.
Do I know how to predict when peanut butter chocolate chip cookies are done or what?
Maybe with this batch, I'll get to eat more than just one. While we wait for these to cool down, let's look at some stories from you. Everyone has stories to tell, and their own way to tell them. It's about sharing what's in your heart and letting the world know, this is my story.
When in the summer, we decided to go to Mexico. We left our dog behind. Her name's Coco. And we didn't play with her a lot, and she was sort of sad when we left. We came back and we went on our backyard to say hi to Coco. And she wasn't there because it rained the day before, I think. We went to the back of the yard and we found a hole in the gate, so she ran away. We got really sad. We looked for all over. We asked our neighbors, and then we started to put flyers up. And my mom, she was in the car. She said, "Go put one of those flyers in that electrical pole." And she was about to say that, and she was pointing. She's like, "Cause Coco was right there." And she's like, "No, I'm dreaming." We yelled "Coco!" And we ran and wrestled with her. We jumped on top of her, and when we got home, we were really nice to her, but we started playing with her, and now she really likes us.
You really know how to put your feelings into your artwork. Thanks. Now I wonder where the cookies went. The cookies are gone, and so is Gabe. Gabe! Gabe!
Thanks, Gabe. Those are good cookies.
I always share with friends.
That's good, because when folks don't share, I get hoppin' mad. Hoppin'? See, hoppin', I'm a rabbit, then I hop, then I get mad, and... Yeah. Never mind.
Mad. That's another mood you can put in a story.
Oh, we dig what you're saying. Because in music, you create different moods by using different notes.
Or by a variance of volume and tone and tintinnabulation.
Uh-huh.
What'd he say? In other words, hit it! Keep on telling stories!
Hey, Lungs, I'm in the mood for a song.
You know what, Chet? Me too. Happy days, everything is swell. Go through a phase, nothing turns out well. Laugh like crazy, shout and yell. Set a mood in every tale you tell. Come together now. La 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 la. La 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 la. I got more. Sunny skies, shoot. Time to play, having fun, shoot. Then the sky turns gray. Any mood, shoot. Whatever, it's okay. Tell the story all about your day. La 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 la. La 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 la. Tell me a story. Paint a scene.
Put it on a screen.
Tell me a story. There's a joke or a poem in every home. Gotta keep on telling stories. Tell me a story. Tell me a story. Sometimes I can feel a dozen different moods in one day.
Where I come from, we have only two moods. Cold and colder.
Is cold a mood?
Hey, haven't you ever heard of chilling out?
No matter how down I get, there's one thing that always puts a smile on my face.
An open trash can?
That and getting back to making music. Woo! Tell me a story.
If you got a feeling in here,
Then it's something you should share.
Tell me a story. Every song you sing, gotta make it your thing. Gotta keep on telling stories. You know you won't be sorry if you keep on telling stories. Keep on! Tommy, I like to be happy.
Most people do.
So why would I want to hear a sad story?
Sometimes hearing a story that's sad helps us to handle sad feelings. Or the story might make us feel better because we realize that everybody feels sad sometimes.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But even when I hear sad stories, I like it when they have happy endings.
Oh, I do too, Gabe. In fact, I remember a story just like that. It happened back when I lived at 26 Fairmount Avenue. My new baby sister Maureen had just been born. I was very happy. But when Maureen was only a couple of weeks old, she caught a cold. She sneezed little baby sneezes and coughed little baby coughs. The doctor came and gave her medicine, but Maureen's cold didn't get any better. I could tell my mom and dad were worried. I was worried too, but there wasn't anything I could do except hope that she'd get better. Then one night, while I was sleeping in the room with my brother Buddy, I heard my mom calling, "Tommy, Buddy, wake up!" We weren't sure what had happened, but we knew it had to be important to get us up at that time of night. My mom was in the kitchen holding Maureen in a blanket. She told us that Mrs. Purcell was coming to take care of us so she could take Maureen to the hospital. When Dad got home, Mrs. Purcell told him that Maureen might have pneumonia, which is like a really bad cold that makes it hard to breathe. I was scared. The next morning, Mom and Dad told us Maureen was very ill. They were going to have to spend lots of time at the hospital, So Aunt Nell was coming to take care of us. I told Mom I wanted to go to the hospital. She just hugged me and told me to say lots of prayers for Maureen. Then she cried, harder than I'd ever seen her cry before. We were all really upset. Every night, Aunt Nell would help me say my prayers for Maureen. A few more days passed, and then one night, my mother woke me up. Her face was covered in tears. Oh no, I thought. No, no. Then Mom said, Tommy, Maureen is going to be all right. She could breathe by herself, and she was taking her bottle. I was so happy. I hugged my mom and we both cried. I thanked God for making Maureen better. And just a few days later, my baby sister Maureen came home to 26 Fairmount Avenue.
You were right, Tommy. That story was happy, then sad, then scary, then happy again.
Stories can make us feel a lot of different ways. I think those feelings are the reason we love to hear and see certain stories over and over.
Stories make me hungry. Say, isn't it time to bake more cookies?
Oh, you're always in the mood for cookies, aren't you?
You bet.
Remember, keep telling stories.
I don't really feel like peanut butter
don't
chocolate chip
feel like
cookies
that?
this time.
What
No,
do you
no,
like?
let's have something different. How about walnut butter chocolate chip cookies?
That's pretty good.
Cashew butter chocolate chip cookies? Pistachio butter chocolate chip cookies? Filbert butter chocolate